A short disclaimer before we get into this video. I am not a doctor, and this is my personal experience. And I don't know what else to say. So I've pretty much looked roughly the same my entire life. I don't think I was ever really super thin, but I've never really been like overweight to the point where people would make fun of me for it, for lack of a better term. I've just always had a little bit extra on me, which is fine, I guess. But it's made it so that I'm really self-conscious about my body. I first started getting into nutrition when I was 14, and I started with the 28-day challenge from Engine 2. Long story short, I went vegan, and I've been vegan for the past 6-ish years. Before then, I was just eating really poorly. I would go over to my friend's house and have Pop-Tarts and ice cream pretty much like every day after school. And then in 7th grade, I would like eat the crust off of my friend's peanut butter sandwich, which is such an odd thing to ask for. Maddie, if you're watching this, hey girl. So yeah, I was not in a good place. And I wanted to do the 28-day challenge because I wanted to lose weight. Because, as I mentioned earlier, I've always been just a little bit extra, both in personality and in weight. So, fast forward to my freshman year of college, I steadily started to gain weight since I left high school, which is normal, like the freshman 15, but there were circumstances in my freshman year of college that led me to overeat and eat poorly, such as like not having access to a kitchen per se. I lived in a dorm my first year of college, and the kitchen was down the hall, and it was always like gross. So I never wanted to cook there, and when I did cook there, I was afraid to like leave my stuff. I was afraid like somebody would steal it or eat it or what have you. It was not super fun. And so most of my cooking I did in my dorm room with a microwave. And I guess that's like the college experience. But being vegan, I didn't ever eat ramen. So somehow I still gained weight. It was probably halfway into my second semester of college that I was at my heaviest. I think I was at like 166 pounds, which for my age and my height at the time was a little bit overweight. And I'm all for loving your body. I think that's super great, but I'm also all for taking care of your body. And I was not taking care of my body, and that's why I was gaining weight. Then I started Camp Gladiator. That was the summer between my first year of college and my second year of college, and it was tough. But I did some biometrics there where I looked at my weight and what percentage of it was fat, bone density, water weight, or whatever. And it was really a big wake-up call for me that I was over 160 pounds. And I just I felt okay, but I didn't feel amazing. And so when my time with Camp Gladiator was over, I got a lot stronger, but I didn't see the progress that I really wanted from it, and I could totally blame Camp Gladiator, but I know for a fact that it's because I wasn't eating correctly. Even though I was still eating vegan, I was just eating a lot. Wasn't eating balanced meals. CG finished, and I started my second year of college. I moved here to Austin, and I was pretty much forced to make all of my meals myself because I couldn't really afford anything else. Couldn't afford to go out to eat. I was going out to eat with my mom a lot when I lived with her over the summer and my first year of college. But that's another video. Slowly, my weight started to drop, but I wasn't really exercising and I wasn't drinking enough water. I can't remember what led me to do it, but I got a gym membership. I think it was because of New Year's resolution. I started working out there, and for the first month or so, I was so excited to go every day, and recently I've just not been feeling my workout. It might have something to do with my time of day that I'm going, so I might want to switch that up. But traffic here in Austin is so bad that when I actually want to go to the gym, everyone else and their mom is already on the street. So it would take me a year and a half just to get to the gym, and then when I get to the gym, it's so crowded, can't even move. I talked in one of my, it was VEDA 3, that I talked about my goal to get down to 130 pounds. But ultimately, I'm not focused on weight as much as getting healthy and getting stronger, or at least that's what I tell myself. I mean, let's be realistic. It's gonna be a while before I get that number out of my head. And it's gonna be a while before I realize that maybe the body that I've been dreaming of having might not be attainable for me, but that's a problem for future Katie. My biggest problems are, number one, overeating, and then not drinking enough water and eating out of convenience. Like this morning, I had a PB&J for breakfast when I totally could have made something else, but I didn't want to. That's where you have to be your own parent and say, hey, probably shouldn't be eating that. And self-discipline, that's another video. I'm going to show you kind of what I look like now, and hopefully I'll be able to compare it to something else, maybe at the end of VEDA or in a future video outside of VEDA. I do plan on continuing this YouTube channel after VEDA, so that's super cool. Although it'll probably be videos once a week. My plan is to start meal prepping because that would take care of overeating and convenience, because if it's already made, and it's convenient. And I'm going to look at buying a blender. I already have one, but it's not good. I mean, thanks Mom for giving it to me, but it's not good, and it's so loud and I hate using it. This has been a jumble of words, but thanks for listening, and I'll give you some more updates soon. If you want to check out my music channel, the link to that will be on the screen. And then if you want to check out my other VEDA videos, a playlist will also be on the screen, and also a link to my last video and a link to subscribe. So like and subscribe if you feel so inclined. Thank you very much, and hit the bell notification down below so that you never miss a video from Katie again.